I'm like, okay, fine, let's just go with Sis. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. It is Monday. It is a new start of the week. It is the start of a 2-week event for the release of Amber Canyon. So what exciting stuff for us. I look a little tired today, so I popped on my glasses. But let's do the sleep session, my sleep session 836. I am so curious to see what it's gonna look like when I reach like sleep session 1000 or something like that, you know? I wonder if anyone has achieved that, because you technically can, right? With the naps taken and everything, but I mean, hitting 888 would be nice to get on camera, and 999. We missed 777 and 555, but it's okay. There's more opportunities for that. Let's see what we got. Ooh, Krogunk. That is what I need, since I need an oil farmer. And wow, Sableye. Usually I'm not that fortunate to encounter Sableyes, but I feel like I've been encountering them more often now, which is kind of funny to see. Clodsire there's looking delicious. Reminds me of the eclair, but yeah, I think I'm just going to throw my bonus biscuit at Krogunk, and we're gonna see what happens. And then okay, so wow, we're friendship level 20. Okay, so I'm gonna purchase some Poke Biscuits because I only have one. And after that, we will be hopefully catching this bad boy. Let's do, you know, let's buy out the entire shop, because we could have whatever we like, right? Just like that one song. All right, are we gonna catch it? I hope it's not full, because after this, it's a 50-50 chance. Oh, we got unlucky today. All right, well, that is how the cookie crumbles, literally. You just like ate all the cookie. But that is going to be it for today's snack session. So unfortunately, another week of no exciting catches for me in terms of like carving out a better team. Luckily, I have most of the ingredient Pokemons that I want, but yeah, there's just like a handful of things I still need to get. Amber Canyon though, let's take a look at this. Perfect to escape the cold weather virtually, because here in Canada it has started snowing, so it is quite cold. I have a boo-boo on my thumb, not because I cut myself, but because it's so dry that the corners of my fingertips are cracking. You see it there too. So I need to get Vaseline so that I could seal it off at nighttime and it'll heal quicker. But yeah, it hurts. Not pleasant, not fun. But the opportunity to catch Trapinch, Bagon, and Dwebble are going to be here now with the introduction of Amber Canyon. You can either go to Greengrass Isle, but the game does advise that if you want to up your chances at catching these Pokemon, you're better off going to Amber Canyon. So that is what we are going to do. Are we prepared? No, but sometimes in life you just gotta go for it. And you know what, even if it doesn't work out well, at least we went, we had a great experience, and that's all that matters. So 2-week event. This is going to be very exciting. You can go to Greengrass Isle as well to encounter these Pokemon. Do keep in mind though that the spawn pool is much bigger and diverse in Greengrass. So make sure you're using your incenses if you really want the opportunity to encounter them. For sure there are boosted rates, which is great. But yeah, you're competing with other things. And expert mode is not going to have Greengrass Isle here. All right, so we are going to choose our next. Oh shoot, actually, I didn't redeem my Pokédex style goals, so I wonder if that's going to get in the way of me actually getting on Amber Canyon. We're gonna see. Oh, now we have to do a weekly summary. Also, someone in my previous video was like, well, they told me that I look really good in white, and I was like, I was so flattered. So now I'm trying to wear more white in my videos, since that seems to be a flattering color, and proves to be true because when I was in Korea doing my oh shoot, I cannot, because I did not redeem my Pokédex style goal. Okay, let's see if I close the app, if that's gonna help. Oh no, I hope we're back at the campsite. And okay, goal met, claim reward, and this should do it. Thank gosh. So 450 sleep styles, we got 200 diamonds, 2 ingredient ticket, maybe that's M, and some fistful of candies. But yeah, the white. Good to know, because when I just skimmed through all that dialogue. You can now visit Amber Canyon for future sleep studies. I think that was the most important thing. Amber Canyon was formed by a river carving through geological strata over the ages. You may find some dragon and bug type there that you haven't seen before. Go check it out. You can continue towards your next goal, 510. Wow. While you explore, I'll get right back to looking for new ways to help your sleep studies progress. Keep up the good work on that sleep research. Thank you so much, Professor Neroli. I do not want to rate the app at this time. But yeah, Korea, I got my color analysis done, and more pastel-y, pale colors are more flattering on me, was what the girl told me. So that was interesting, considering a lot of my wardrobe items are in black, because it's just like so much easier to laundry and harder to stain, you know. The only thing is that gotta wash it on cold, probably gentle cycle too, to maintain the dark wash. Otherwise it just looks like super washed out. So I got a hair on my cheek. We are now going to Amber Canyon. You need, well, the recommended team RP is 20. But you know what? We've been to Lapis Lakeside before when we were severely under the recommended team RP. And you know what? The focus and the goal is just to have fun, feel out the new map, the ambiance, discover the new Pokemon. And look at that sienna colored looking Snorlax. Ooh, and we got curries and stews, which is really good. That is one of my best performing dishes. And there are 2 new curry recipes, but there's also 1 more curry recipe from the Halloween. So I got 3 recipes that I can work towards unlocking, which should be great fun. More diamonds to unlock as well once we get that out of our way. Oh, and the Glossy Avocado too. Speaking of avocado, I don't really eat much avocado, but you know what? I found myself buying some avocado the other day, so what a great way to start the week. Whether or not I'm gonna have that savory, like with eggs and toast, or put that in my smoothie, or make a like Vietnamese smoothie, or just enjoy it with a sprinkle of sugar. So many ways to enjoy avocado. Super exciting. But what are we gonna make this morning? Let's see. We're gonna make our hidden power perk up stew to help perk up the morning. Let's add some oils because we probably don't need that. And all of our honey as well. Anything else here? We're gonna save that pumpkin. We probably don't need the cacao, so let's just dump that in there as well. And a nice stew. I know there's a mole dish that has chocolate. Kind of fitting, right? Never tried it, but I heard it's really good. First learned of that dish from my friend. And speaking of friends, I have some funny friends story to tell you during the yap session, so I can't wait for that. But oh my gosh, the colors, I don't know what it is about the colors, it's making me feel hungry. Maybe it's the hues of red. You know what? Because they say like in color psychology and stuff, colors are a huge proponent to the look and feel and like how customers feel too. All right, let's see what the missions look like. So we already got the Trap Hinge incense, which is really nice. And then Ultra 1, we're gonna get the Dweeble incense, and then at Master 1, we get the Bag on incense. Don't forget to do your incense mission. I always tend to forget to do that, but you get some candies, and then sticking to your bedtime 3 times will give you 5 cookies, which is great. On top of the weekly missions that we usually do, in this weekly mission for me at Master 3, I will get a Dweeble incense. I would rather have gotten the Bag on incense, but that's whatever. For no particular reason, I just feel like Bag on is the coolest out of the 3. And for incense, you know what? I might as well pop down my Trap Hinge incense. Where is it? Here it is. And yeah, I always use a recovery incense because the game just gives so much of it. So free way to go through the incenses. Let's go to our sleep pass. Let's get our 100 points since we got 100 sleep score. And for our daily lotto, what are we gonna get? We got a Handy Candy S. Not the best thing, but I mean, those will come in handy when we need to level up, right? Oh, it seems like I already met my goal for 510 as well. So I'm going to claim this. I'm gonna get 200 diamonds, 3 helping whistles, really great, 2 Handy Candy M's, and area bonus limit increase of 5%, which would be in this area, right? So let's see, would it apply right away? We're gonna take a look. Because if it applies right away, it's like I'm gonna get a 5% bump already. I mean, heck yeah, that's amazing, right? All right, let's see what the professor has to say. Well, look at this. Great job. Now you registered 510 styles in your sleep style decks. I think that deserves a handy helper whistle. So blowing up a helper whistle will fire up your helpers to do a whole lot of help in an instant. You can even help Snorlax grow strong in a flash by having your helpers serve up a huge pile of berries and ingredients. Here, something to help as you work towards your future sleep stack goals. While you explore, I'll get right back into looking for new ways, and that seems to be it for the goals. So I've already met them. Pretty exciting. I played almost since near release, in case you're wondering, like, holy cow, how did you do that already? But we got a reward for reaching basic 3 in the new map, and let us prepare for the yap session. All right, my beautiful friends, are you ready for today's latte of the day? Behold, feast your eyes on this beauty. This is a iced latte as usual, double shot espresso of the pinwheel pod from Nespresso, the peppermint flavored one because I like peppermint. It is a coffee pod, so if you have the smart barista mode, just double tap twice and then it makes a 2-shot. And I recently switched up my oat milk, which is giving it much more of a pleasant texture and mouthfeel from the oat milk when I drink this, so it doesn't taste like watered down or like very liquidy. I have white honey, cinnamon, and Malden flaky sea salt. So I'm so excited to drink this because I'm telling you, ever since that switch to the oat milk, a different oat milk brand, it's just been so much better. Cheers. It's just so good. And if you're wondering what oat milk I'm currently using, I'm using the Barista Oatly. I like that it's nice and creamy, but not too creamy. And it just has a very good flavor to it that adds like a creamy milkiness to it without it being cow milk, because my stomach doesn't do well with dairy. And also there's just a taste of dairy that I don't really like. But at the tail end of last week, I had quite the busy week, okay, you guys? So I hope you're ready for like a very substantial yap session. Thursday, I hung out with my bestie. She came over. We had so much fun. We yapped the night away. And we just had so much fun in each other's company. We did like everything and talked about everything. And we're planning a girls' night out next week, I believe. So we were talking about like, what are we going to wear for outfit and blah, blah, blah. And then she asked me if I had a measuring tape. So I'm like, oh, she probably just wants to measure herself to see like measurement guide for a dress she wants to order. So as I take out my measuring tape, she's like, okay, now go measure your microwave, cubby bitch, because I'm so tired of hearing you say you can't warm up food. And it's so pitiful. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so funny. Because every time she comes over, she like brings a snack, right? And that particular day, she brought a Pop-Tart. And she gave me the other half of her Pop-Tart. And she's like, you can warm it up if you want. It's good. It might be better that way. And I'm like, no, it's okay. I can't warm food up yet anyways, because I'm waiting for Black Friday to buy additional things for the place, like a TV and everything. So I'm waiting for Black Friday because your girl buy things on sale. I don't like to buy things when it's not on sale. And most of the good tech deals happen during Black Friday. So I was waiting for that. And she was like telling me how there was no good way for her to surprise me because she doesn't know if it's gonna fit and she needs the measurement, but she didn't know how to like sneakily measure it as well. So yeah, I measured it for her, and then we looked on Amazon together to look at different microwave options. And to be honest, the microwave cubby for my unit, freaking tiny. Luckily we were able to find one that fits, but I mean, yeah, my best friend was my sugar mommy, and she got me a microwave, and then now every time I use my microwave to warm up food, I think of her. But it has expanded the array of foods that I can now make if I want to have them in batch and then eat it the next day in heat, because there's just some stuff you can't heat over a pot or a stove, you know what I mean? Or it's just more convenient using a microwave. So I'm so excited. I also now have unlocked frozen food. How exciting, right? So if I want, I could buy frozen food, although my freezer space is quite limited and I use that for more fresh produce since I do like to cook. But yeah, super excited about that. And when I got it and I used it the next day, I was like, thank you, sugar mama, thinking of you as I eat this warm meal and stuff like that. And it's just like funny trolling her because we both get a good laugh of it. If someone's trolling you and it's not funny, they're not trolling you, they're bullying you, okay? So don't let anyone tell you that they're trolling you when it's something that it's just so not funny. That's just your excuse of being an asshole and being a bully. But when you're trolling someone, you both get a good laugh out of it. Okay, so then the next day, my cousin and her boyfriend took me to this big game store that I've never been to. And so for context, the week before, I was working out with them at the gym in my condo, and I was talking to my boyfriend's, or my sister's boyfriend, and he was talking to me about games, and he asked me if I went to this one game store, and I'm like, no, I didn't even know that existed. And he was just saying how it's like really big and everything, and I was like, oh my gosh, that sounds so cool. So then they planned a day to take me, and I was so touched that, you know, they planned a day to take me because I felt like an adopted little kid. So Friday happens. My cousin's boyfriend lives really close to me, so he picked me up, and then we went to go pick up my cousin because she was finished work. But while we were waiting for her to pack up work, there was this food, it's like a Costco, but not really. It's like the Costco for restaurants here where I live. And so he was like, do you want to take a look in case you need to like pick up any groceries or anything? And I'm like, no, it's okay. And he's like, you sure it's gonna take a while for your cousin to come out? And I'm like, okay, fine, let's just go, if you insist. So we go, and I found a good collection of oat milk, because the grocery store near me only has 2 types of oat milk, and it's not the oat milk that I use. And I mean, I've been using it for so far because it's like what's available, but it's still good, but I'm used to better, you know? So I find the 2 oat milks that I like to use, and I wanted to buy it in a case because that way I get 12 and I don't have to like go back and forth, and I just have it like stockpiled ready. And I think that should be good for like 3-4 months for me. So buying in bulk, I also saved $5, so it's as if I got 1 carton for free. And I was just so excited. You have no idea how excited I was when I saw that goddamn oat milk. And my cousin's boyfriend found that funny, so he told that story to my cousin as well. But yeah, we went to the game store. It was super fun. We got caught in the rain, which sucks, but luckily we were able to find parking right across the game store. And then your girl got a little hungry, so we went to get Japanese barbecue, and that was so much fun. And because it was a Friday, we decided to split a pitcher, and that was, you know, a lot of fun too. We didn't get lit or anything, but it was fun to, you know, have a little buzz and just enjoy their company and have great talks over great food. And then they dropped me home. We had a great car ride and talks in the car ride too. And then Saturday came along. So Saturday was the day that my friend from high school offered to bring me to the Asian grocery store so that I can do my monthly run on all the things that I need to get, which is great. And okay, the thing is, like, to me, I'm very like Miss Independent, so I'm too afraid to voice when I need help. And luckily he was the one that prompted it. A week before, he was like, hey, if ever you need to like go grocery run or anything again, like let me know. And I'm like, thank you so much. Actually, I do need to go, so if you're free on this day, can you come help me? So he's like, yeah, of course. So we made plans for early in the morning. And so I wake up at like 9:30ish, and then I get a text from him, and he's like, hey, I'm gonna be watching anime, I'm gonna head over right after. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like slowly doing my morning routine, you know, enjoying the slowness of a Saturday morning, getting my coffee done, getting my chores done. And then as I'm watching Smosh Pit, reading Reddit threads, what do I get? I get a text message from my friend, and he's like, hey, gonna be there in 3 minutes. And I'm like, my friend, you couldn't have given me a better heads up. Like maybe an ETA when you got in the car to get on your way to my place. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh my God, you gave me such a short notice, because I don't like having people wait on me. So I don't know, it's just like I don't like having people wait on me. If I have an obligation or a commitment to show up to, I usually like to show up 30 minutes early just in case anything happens. You never know. Punctuality is something that's very important to me. So I just felt so bad if I were to make him wait, even though he was like, no, don't worry about it. I could just like watch anime in the car, like take your time. So I quickly get changed. I quickly get my coat and I walk downstairs, and I'm like, he tells me, he's like, I'm the silver SUV. So I'm standing at the window. I'm like, silver SUV. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, silver SUV. And I'm like, hey, can you tell me what's the make of the car? And he's like, Toyota. I'm like, okay, Toyota. Silver SUV, Toyota. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And now I'm thinking, my friend, I need a little more to work with here, because what if I walk in the wrong freaking car? Like, how embarrassing would that be? And he could have given me a landmark. He could have given me like, I'm between this car color and this car color. Like, give me something, my friend. Give me something. I'm grasping at straws here. And I just found that so funny. So yeah, we go to the grocery store and he's such a gentleman. He's pushing my cart. He even helps me put the groceries onto the conveyor belt. And it's times like that that I remember. I have a really small group of friends, but I have girlfriends and guy friends. And I'm really lucky that my girlfriends and guy friends show up in ways that are like really set the standard for me for what I look for in friendship and companionship, but also, you know, in relationships. And like the bare minimum is the bare minimum. And it shows up in your friendships too. And I don't know, it's just times like that where I'm like, wow, I'm really honestly so blessed with like good friends, and it just makes my heart feel so full, you know? So we go grocery shopping, we get stuff done, and there's a matcha bar in the Asian grocery store that we go to. So I treat him to a matcha, and we had a really great talk and drive home. And then he offered to help me bring up my groceries because it was a little heavy. So I'm like, yes, please, if you have time, like when are you going? Like when do you need to go? Because if you're up for it, then like let's catch up, because it has been like almost 2 years since we've like really caught up. And you know, during my time in Singapore, I'm obviously like, we don't see each other in person, so it's almost even been like a year since we've seen each other. The last time we saw each other was at my best friend's wedding. Oh no, actually we had a brunch afterwards, but we didn't really get to have like one-on-one catch up, okay? And yeah, I'm really close with him. We got along really well throughout. Like we had a little falling out here and there throughout our friendship, but like, I mean, it happens with everyone, right? And yeah, we got really close because 1 year in high school, we had every class together. So we got really close. And so we were catching up, and it's just so pleasant to catch up in this part of our life because he's put in the work as well. And it's like I'm meeting a new side of my friend that I've never met before, and it's so refreshing because he's the same as he was before. We talk the same, we can like banter the same, laugh at the same shit, we have the same sense of humor. But when it comes to being able to talk about deeper things, like I really feel like we've reached that part in our friendship now because like he's put in the work, you know? So now like I'm asking him for advice on stuff, and it's been like so surprising but so fulfilling and rewarding. And I told him later how I'm like so thankful for our friendship, and how like I'm so glad that we're able to like talk about stuff like this and like this stage of our friendship, and how I'm so happy for this stage of our friendship. And you know, he told me the same, and he said that like he had so much fun, and how he can't talk like this with his guy friends sometimes. And like I totally get it, and it makes me feel sad because I don't really have that experience. I feel so blessed that I can have these sort of conversations with my girlfriends, but I have guy friends who I'm able to have these conversations with. Not all my guy friends, granted, and not all my girlfriends as well, but like I have a good mix of guys and girls that I can talk to on a like lighthearted level and a deeper level. So it's so fun just talking to them on the daily about lighthearted stuff, but like when I really need to rely on them, or when if they need advice from me, like we can provide that to each other. And I feel like that's such an enriching part of life, and I'm just so thankful for that, you know? And I want to share that because like you know, it is men's mental health awareness month, and I wish that men had more opportunities to feel this, because like this feeling that I feel is just so great, and it makes me feel so good. And I wish you guys could feel what it feels like. I truly do, because this is a sort of happiness that gets you through the day. And 3 years ago, I was diagnosed with like functional depression, or I forget if that's the term, but I was able to progress in my day normally and present normally, but I was dealing with like, you know, feelings of depression and tendencies of depression and stuff. And depression looks different for everyone, but for me, what it looked like was a non-interest in my hobbies, withdrawal, lack of interest, low motivation. But the biggest thing I think for me that I was found striking was that I wake up in the morning and I'm like, I can't wait for this day to get over. I can't wait for it to be nighttime. Like I just wish for the next day to be over. And it felt like I was living in autopilot, and just like, I mean, how sad is it to wake up and be like, I can't wait for the day to be done. And now I wake up and I'm like, I have a full day ahead. I'm so excited to like just do the things I like, and like chill, feed myself, do things that are nourishing, talk to my friends and everything. And it's such a contrast to how life was a couple years ago, you know, in such a short amount of time as well. But yeah, that was the stories that I wanted to share with you guys about when it comes to just friendship and just daily updates of, you know, how I'm doing, because some of you guys may know It's almost been 2 months since my breakup, and I feel like I've really been navigating that very well. I know for sure it wouldn't have been this way if I were in the mindset I was in my like mid to late 20s, where I was really learning who I am and like figuring out stuff in life with therapy. But now that I've put in the work and I've gained the tools I needed to really emotionally regulate, but also talk myself through certain issues I'm having, honoring my feelings while being rational about certain things and not giving into my anxiety, but letting my anxiety be released in any way that it needs to in order to feel better. That has helped me out so much. And it has, like, I'm meeting a version of myself that I've never met before. And I love it. I love her, you know, like I love me right now. And I love the version of me that's showing up for me in this phase of my life. And I just feel like so much excitement. And it's just like, wow, like I can't believe I'm living like this. Like life could be like this. But at the same time, I'm very cautious to the fact that there are going to be sad moments too. But hey, look, I survived a very, very sad moment with the breakup. And although it was sad and I learned so much from it, life is going to go on with or without me. And I'm going to have to enjoy the ride. Like every moment in life is going to teach you something, whether it's good or bad. And you just have to like take it for that. You can't change how people treat you, but you can change the way you think about things and how you react to it. And I feel like at this point in my life, I've really shown myself that the way I feel about it and the way I react to it is vastly different from the person I identified with, who would have took this differently and probably would have had a different outcome. You know what I mean? And it's so much more reassuring that I have trust in myself that I see that now, but that my friends also mirror that back to me and tell me as well, where it's like, you're still the same person, but it's like, there's something about you, like the confidence that I've always seen in you that you finally have for yourself. And it's like, I'm so happy for you. And I've heard this so many times from like multiple friends as well. And it's just like, overall guys, 2025 is going out with a bang for me. I know that. And I'm so excited for 2026 and just like for the rest of my life, you know, like with who I am right now, like, wow, I get to spend all this time with me? What an honor, you know? And that's how you should feel about yourself. That's how you should feel about yourself. And that is my little Monday motivation talk for you guys. I hope you enjoyed today's topic. I hope that brought a smile to your face, or maybe, you know, encouraged you or energized you to think about things differently, and maybe a little nudge to get some help on some departments that you're lacking. But good luck to everyone on Amber Canyon. It's 11/11. I need to make a wish. All right, I made a wish. Also, stream yesterday. We did like a group therapy session, yap session, dating advice, pickup tips, like how I picked up guys in the past, and just like, you know, little dating things that you want to do to make your date like remember you and, you know, get a second or third date going back. And this is like stuff that I did when I was younger. Okay, because like, you know, your girl just recently got out of a relationship. So yeah, this is me before. I think you might be surprised to hear my stories and my approach to dating back then and what I would do to like hit on guys and stuff. But we also did a unboxing of a present that I got from an anonymous gifter who gifted me the Switch 2. So I did that with chat on stream, and that was so much fun. So if you missed the previous stream, definitely watch the VODs. I think you're gonna have a lot of fun watching that VOD. I had so much fun talking about stuff and just like engaging with chat. So yeah, there is that. And stream, we are going to be streaming on Wednesday. I was planning to stream on Thursday too, but I think I might be hanging out with a friend. So that Thursday stream might be pushed to Friday. And then we're going to do another Sunday Fun Day stream where we are going to be reacting to catching cheaters. There's this one YouTube channel where they like catch cheaters and everything like that. And I think it would be just fun to react to it, because I think it's so interesting to see what people define as cheating. At the end of the day, there's no right or wrong answer. It's really what is defined within the relationship, the same way that when you enter a work contract, you go through the terms and agreements, you negotiate on things, and no two contract is gonna look the same. So the same in the relationship. And as I said in the previous video, if you set a boundary and that person is fully heard what your boundary was and decide to not listen to your boundary, even though they know how it would make you feel, this is basically what they're telling you. You know, they're just this is what they're telling you, that they don't care about your feelings. And you gotta ask yourself, why are you letting that happen to you? Yeah, that's my last thought. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you have a wonderful time at the Amber Canyon. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead of you. And I will see you guys in the next video. So until then, take care, good luck, and have fun. Bye.